All right, so we are here with Carson, one of my amazing squad members. How you doing today?
Good, good, good.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So I know we have some people probably watching this right now that are probably curious, about your success and what you've accomplished within my program. So first and foremost, what everybody wants to know, with your time with me, what has been the total amount of revenue so far that you've been able to make? Like let's share these crazy numbers.
My total amount of revenue that I made since I worked with you has been about $40,000.
What? Oh wow. So $40,000. That's crazy. That's a lot. That's a lot of money. And I know people really want to know about like quick results because they're always like, I talk about getting results really, really fast. And for you, you had some moments where you had some really, really great days, weeks. So what was like your biggest week for you specifically?
Um, money wise,
Yeah.
as a value, I think, let me look back really quickly. I think about $8,000 might have been my biggest week.
Okay.
It might have been, but yeah.
That's still a lot of money because for most people, like $8,000 is what they want to make in like a month, 2 months.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, I was happy with it for sure.
Perfect, 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 perfect. Awesome. So I just want to touch on that really, really quick. So I know like money isn't everything, but it is. If you're running a business, you need to make money. But I want to know, what did you do with that money? Like, what did it allow you to accomplish for your life that maybe you weren't really doing before joining my program? What was that? What did it do for you?
The most serendipitous thing it allowed me to do was pay thousands of dollars in taxes basically right away that ended up being due, on April 15th that um, I wasn't prepared for. And so I was so grateful for that timing. So I was able to do that. My husband and I both paid off our credit cards, which was really nice. We haven't really done that in a while. And then I've invested a lot of it in my continued education and just into my business and getting what I need now that I have my time back.
Yeah.
Just really focusing on that and having room to grow my brand and focus where I want to focus.
Perfect. So for you, you paid off taxes, because taxes, I gotta pay mine very soon. I'm not looking forward to it. So you paid off your taxes, you paid off credit card debt that you've never been able to prior. 'Cause I know some people watching this may be in some form of debt with student loans or credit card debt or what have you. And you talked about like getting your time back. Do you want to like expand on that for me? Because I know for you joining my program on our call, you're like, I need to like free up my time. Like give people the scenario. Like how much were you working beforehand? I gave you a new system. You're like, oh my gosh. So break that down.
So beforehand, I was working pretty much 10 to 11-hour days always. And I would have usually one day off for sure, but I couldn't do anything else besides just take care of my current clients because of how I was doing things. That's all I could do, which is so frustrating because there's so much more to being a business owner than just doing that one part of your job.
Yeah.
And within 2 weeks of me starting with you, you had provided me with the whole restructure and an outline, and all I had to do was execute it. And now I'm able to only have my clients checking in one day, 1 week, and then the following week I have 2 days, which is so much better.
Yeah.
I have greener eyes now, which has streamlined everything. Like no more email was huge. And now I have Mondays, usually every other Wednesday, Thursday, and half of Friday to do all of these other things like, create content and work on my course and do better for the people that I work with, which is what I always wanted. I just didn't know how to do that on my own. And I didn't really feel like I had time to figure it out. That was like the biggest gift ever. So thank you for that for the rest of my life.
No worries, no worries. Because yeah, like people are. I think what happens with people is that because they don't have the proper system or the proper like strategy in place, they end up like doing a ton of things, wasting all their time on things that aren't important, or just expending more energy than they need to. But I'm like, hey, like just do this, do this, and then you're going to have your time back, you're going to be making more money, and things are going to be changing really well for you. So another thing that I want to touch on is like with what you've done with your time. Have you been like traveling or you've been taking vacations? Do you have like a trip coming up or something? Like I thought you had told me about something, but what's going on with that?
So before this year, I hadn't taken a true vacation, like away from work, in several years, which I wasn't proud of at all.
Wow.
Um, and so I took two vacations already, short ones, one in February and then one in May. And then the first week of July, I'm going to take like 11 days off, which will be awesome. And then I'm going to Hawaii like 2 months after that and on a girls trip. So yeah, I'm taking some time off and maximizing the schedule for sure.
Awesome. And that's all now because, I'm not going to say it's all because of me or whatnot, but it's like,
it is. That's okay. It is.
because you decided to invest in yourself and break yourself from what you were doing, spending 10, 11 hours a day. That's insane amount of time. And your clients are getting amazing results. You're making more money, like you're able to travel more. Are you able to like hang out with your husband more now, I'm sure, like hang out with your family more?
Yeah, just getting my big thing when I contacted you was I don't feel like this is sustainable, and I love what I do and I need it to be sustainable. I feel like I'm going to be burnt out forever. And so I've totally gotten my balance back, the ability to choose when I'm going to be finished working because my workload is manageable. My clients are thrilled. I think they feel like they got a value add, and I know I'm a lot more proud and confident in what I'm delivering because of how it's been like restructured and with my course and everything. So if I've been able to see my friends more, I'm spending more time with my family. All of that is happening. There hasn't been a single downfall to this process. I was able to make my investment with you back in 48 hours of me accepting new clients.
Oh, wow. That's insane. So 48 hours, you had your investment back, and then you went on to make $40,000 and all this. And like for some people probably watching, they probably think, oh, maybe she has a large following or she has like something exceptional. Like how many followers do you have? Like 1,000 something, 2,000?
I have barely 2,000 right now on Instagram.
Yeah, and I think when we started, you were like a little bit under 1,000. So like people don't need a large following to do any of the stuff that I implement or teach them, because it's all about quality over quantity. I think some issues that were happening where you probably weren't charging as much as you wanted to with everything. So we changed up your pricing, got you through everything. We restructured your business. I gave you some actual like strategies to get people, on calls with you and like get them to consistently come towards you with everything. I know some people have like, oh, get clients here, no clients, get clients here. So getting you like consistently attract clients. And I think bring people through, like, what was it like just using the puppy principle? Like, what was that like for you to learn about it and just like go through that kind of process?
I have a really big sales background, and so I'm always surprised learning how other people's minds work and are approaching things, because really sales is relating to people and being able to solve their problems, or they're buying you to a degree. And I loved the puppy principle. One of my favorite things about this process with you is how spelled out it is. Like all you have to do is execute what you give us, and it works. Like the contract, for example, I'm so grateful for that. You have these processes figured out. It's idiot proof. You just have to do it. And that was the biggest gift that you really could have given me. I felt I was very successful at what I was doing before, but I didn't have the time to fine tune it and make it better.
Yeah.
And now it's better. I have the time and I can keep going, which is like the dream.
Perfect. Love that. Yeah. Says, I know there's probably some people watching right now that don't have a clear strategy with what they're doing with their business, or they're trying to figure out the next best thing. I'm like, the best thing is here.
It really is. And one of the biggest things I learned from you was regarding a little bit of social media in terms of just how to communicate what I really want to say. Like less is so much more. And the little things you talk about on, doing the story and with the processes that you teach us, it's so true. And it's so helpful to just have like a model to follow instead of guessing.
Yeah, like no guesswork, none of that. Because I know, like before, like, you spend a lot of energy, a lot of time, just like, okay, do I do this content? Do I post this? Do I do this? And like, here's the videos, here are the PDFs, here's the step-by-step instructions. And I don't think I can make it any more clear, or if there's anything out there that's as clear. Because I spend like hours and hours and hours like ensuring my client's success, and you know, you're super successful, so that's amazing. And just goes into like some other programs out there. And I've been a part of other programs. Have you been? I think you've been a part of other programs as well, right?
I've had another business coach, but I was deciding between you and someone else, and the reason I went with you was because you were really clear with me and gave me direction before I even applied to work with you.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, so just with the clarity and what I do provide, it's just like, I mean, it's just like above and beyond what you normally get. Plus, bring just, I don't know, just talk about it, like the accountability. If you have questions, the guidance, like all that. I know people want to know about, is he going to be there for me? Is, you know, is he going to answer my questions? Am I going to talk to Hakeem? Like, what does that look like for you?
That was a concern of mine because I'm a very hands-on learner. And so I wasn't doubting the content of what you could teach me, but I was a little bit nervous about me being able to execute it just because I haven't done really that much online learning myself. And you make everything so easy with how you present it, but the accountability, like one of my favorite things that I was nervous about in the beginning was how the Facebook group works and how basically you set these really clear boundaries and expectations that are totally for our benefit, and it creates a community and are super accountable. Like you have to turn in your homework and get it done. And I wanted to do those. It made me want to do them because you're encouraging and supportive, but also you made it safe to ask questions. Like if we didn't get something, we could just straight up be like, help me, I don't get it. And you're always available. And I didn't feel at all like I didn't have what I needed. I felt like I had what I needed, and all I needed to do was the time to execute it because I just wanted to get it to the end product. It's super complete, everything that you give us, and you give us more than what you say you're giving us. So
yeah, because I already had everything all laid out, and you came into my program and you had said like, oh, like I'm pressed for time and all this. And for the most part, most people that come in, like they weren't working as much as you with everything. So I was like, let me try to figure out what I can do. And I literally made a system for you to get your time back. I was like, let me just sit down and spend a couple hours. I was like, okay, she can do this, that. I looked at everything that you were doing. I asked you, list out everything you're doing for your business. And I was like, that's not important. That's not important. We can maximize this. We can do this. So just like having that extra set of eyes on top of things, I think
I think cool. A big part of it too is someone reminding you, you don't have to do it this way, or why are you doing it this way? And I think a big thing for me was I needed to give myself permission to just change what I was doing. And sometimes that can be really hard. And I don't know if I would have done it without having you then be on the other side saying, here are these tools. This is what you're going to do. And I was very successful, and my business is better than it was before. And my clients are all still there and happy. In the transition, I had like a 2% retention like loss. It didn't impact things at all. And considering the amount that I increased my prices for the second time in a year, I was really pleased with that.
Perfect. So we got your prices up. We got you many more clients coming in. We got you a consistent process. We got your time back. Cleared off all that debt. You paid off taxes. Like you're living the life. You're going on vacation.
On vacation. What we talked about me really wanting to do this year, it's really happening 100%. And even more than that, a big part of this business is social media for us. And it feels impossible when you don't know what you're doing. And there's just the resources that you give above and beyond just, the plan that we need to execute are invaluable.
100%. Yeah. And like one thing I like to pride myself on is like the mindset, right? Like what you need to be thinking about in your head. Because sometimes like, even if you have the most perfect plan, you can still be down and out, like mentally. And that's a big component, like the weekly group calls of just like restructuring yourself on your mindset, giving you like that insight. Like, and you loved coming to the group calls, like when that was happening.
The only time I felt so badly, the only time I missed one was my Mother's Day. I just was with my family and messed up. And then I missed one because I was on vacation and was trying to honor that boundary. But I really liked the group calls. For me, it felt like I was taking a little bit out of my Sunday to like do something for me. And I was always excited to see what we were going to talk about. And it always did feel like a great way to start my week.
Perfect. Yeah, because we touched on like productivity, we touched on like limiting beliefs, we touch on just,
the happy list was that was a big one. I share that with my clients all the time, but overall, like the theme of gratitude, and it's a lot of perspective and things that are really important in our day-to-day lives that make us who we are as people and as coaches.
Yeah. That we all tend to forget. Yeah, because I don't want people to think that, oh, this program is just to like help out with your business. Like, it's a mentorship. I'm here for you. I'm here like invested in your success as a person, like as a human. So that's one of the main things. So I don't want to make this too long. Somebody's watching this right now. They're like, wait, how long is this video going to be? But if you had any final words about somebody that's kind of like on the fence, they're probably interested in joining my program and all that. Like, what would you say to that person? What kind of advice would you give them? From your side?
I would say two things. Whatever your hesitation is, get over it. And if you need to go open a new credit card, do it, because it's not going to be an issue, and that's not a good reason to miss out on this opportunity. And the second thing I would say is, whatever it is that you think you have to lose, really think about everything that you could possibly gain, because I don't really feel like there's a problem that you couldn't solve in this arena. And it was worth, I would do it again. And it was challenging. I would do it again tomorrow if I could.
Yeah, perfect. Well, thank you for those amazing words. And you're going to be continuing on into a higher level program, a little secret stuff that that probably the person watching won't be a part of yet, but we're going to be continuing on helping you scale your business and taking you to new and higher heights. So the 40K that you made with me, like we're gonna blow that out the water next time, okay?
Thank you so much.
So that is that. No worries, no worries. It was a pleasure having you. You're an amazing client, and truly, 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 thank you. Thank you for being here, part of this video, and having somebody, share your insights with everything. And that's just that. I don't know what else to say. I mean, if somebody.
I really appreciate you doing this with me. It's fun to look back and reflect, because you have to celebrate those wins, and there were a lot of them. So this was good.
Perfect. So so you are watching this video right now, and you're in my world, and you're kind of on the fence. Maybe we have an application call coming up. Maybe you are just watching a testimonial video, whatnot, and you're just interested in whatever I have to have. There's going to be a link somewhere around here. If there is, you can go ahead and click on it. It'll take you somewhere where you probably may watch a training, or you may, apply to work with me or something like that. So go ahead and do that. You've heard what Carson has had with her experience here with me and everything. And this wasn't scripted. This wasn't planned. We just hopped on here. We were like, hey, let's have a chat. So that's that. So wherever you are in life right now, and whatever you're doing, just think about everything that Carson said. What can you gain? Don't think about what you can lose. And I think most people in situations where they're like, oh, I'm not gonna have to spend money and all this, like, yeah, you're gonna have to spend money, but you're gonna make that back. Carson made it back in 48 hours, and then went on to make way more, made $40,000 over the time with me and all that. So crazy stuff. So if you're watching this, I look forward to whatever I have in store for you. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being a part of this. And Carson, thank you again for being a part of this, and having just spending your time out of their day to do this interview with me. All right. So thank you so much.